What's that? Oh. Is that it?
That's for you.
I also got notified today that the emergency, water and sewer, and the other emergency, they,
Oh, okay.
Yes,
It's just a letter. Saying that I was gonna do like the title, a motion tonight, do I need to show you what instead?
We can do it by resolution.
One
Just
is,
do a title.
one is, this one is, there's two. They already called the bids, we're just extending it a year.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the regular meeting of the Tuckerton Borough Council on November the 18th, 2024. Madam Clerk, would you please read the Open Public Meetings Act statement?
Yes, provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act have been complied with. This notice was published in the Beacon and the Asbury Park Press stating the time, date, and place of this meeting.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Breland.
Present.
Mr. Martin.
Here.
Mr. Colangelo.
Here.
Mr. Diemar.
Here.
Mr. Dupree.
Here.
Mr. Peterson.
Here.
Mayor Marshall.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, let's stand please for the privacy. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have no special presentations this evening, so we will go on to legislation. Councilman Breland.
Thank you, Mrs. Mayor. I have nothing this evening.
That was quick. Didn't even check off my boxes. All right, next is finance. Councilman Martin, you must have some.
Thank you, Mayor. I do. I have 4 resolutions this evening. And then I'll have an announcement under committee.
Okay.
My first resolution is for the transfer of funds, appropriation transfers during the last 2 months of the fiscal year. I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing transfers between the 2024 budget appropriations, and I move this resolution.
Second?
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution as read. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. My next resolution is for the payment of claims for this billing period. For this month, since it's been a month since we last met, we're paying out $1,833,718.53. Of that amount, $600,547.37 is for our Ocean County tax levy. Ocean County utilities is $149,350. Pineland Regional School District is $610,301, and Tuckerton Elementary School is $332,705.42, and that makes up the bulk of the $1.8 million that is going out. I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing payment of claims in the amount of $1,833,718.53, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this authorization for the payment of claims. Ouch. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I have a resolution canceling the unexpended balances of a bond ordinance, and this was the bond ordinance for the special assessment for dredging down in Tuckerton Beach. I will be canceling $600,000 of that. Resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, canceling of unexpended balances of improvement authorizations in the general capital fund, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution, and this sounds a little bit better than the other.
Yeah.
Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then I have one final resolution this evening, Mayor. This is a resolution.
Councilman Martin,
Yeah.
do you guys pass that down that I just gave you? Can you read that first, please?
Sure, before I do it. Okay, so I have a resignation letter from Jennifer Place dated November 13, 2024. I am submitting my resignation from the position of Deputy Tax Utility Collector. My last day of employment will be November 27, 2024, unless this time frame is shortened through mutual agreement. I want to express my appreciation for all the opportunities and experience that I've had while working with the borough. However, I have decided it is time to move on to my next challenge. And that is signed from Jennifer Place.
Motion to accept it.
Yeah, so I make a motion to accept her resignation.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to accept this resignation. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So leading into my next resolution is, when we hired Jennifer, we had interviewed a lot of people. We had another candidate that was outstanding on it. So we've reached out to see if she was still interested in the position, and she is very much so.
That's great.
So we are going to be hiring her in place, and that's Christina Donnelly. So I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Christina Donnelly as a Deputy Tax/Utility Collector, and I move this resolution.
Second.
Okay, so now we have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then that is it for my resolutions, but I had one thing that I wanted to add. I wanted to add a thank you to both the Tuckerton Beach Association and to the Paradise Cove and Uplanders Association. So as many of you are aware, I've been trying to figure out how we can get the council meetings broadcast, live streamed on a suitable platform with better audio quality, all that kind of stuff. We settled on YouTube. I tried it last period, but we had problems because I wasn't verified as a live streamer. You have to have at least 50 subscriptions to your YouTube channel, so I reached out to Tuckerton Beach Association and to the Paradise Cove and Uplanders Association asking for help with subscriptions to our YouTube channel. I think it was 2 days, maybe 3 days, we were at 61. I needed 50. So we were able to get verified, so we're streaming tonight on YouTube, and I have it up on our borough website as well. It seems to be working, so hopefully this is progress, and we'll move forward to being able to deliver, better quality of the council meetings to those that can't make it out. So I wanted to thank those two associations in particular for their help in getting this set up and going. And that's all I have.
That's very good. Okay. You had a lot tonight. Thank you very much for everything, and thank you for all that you do. Next is Public Works, Water and Sewer, Councilman Colangelo.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no resolution this evening. However, I have a few announcements. First of all, the hydrant flushing is expected to finish by Thanksgiving. The Public Works yard will be closed Thursday, November 28th, and Friday, November 29th. And the Public Works yard will be closed Sundays only, starting December the 8th, and will reopen again on April the 6th. And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Closed for Sundays. Okay, until April 6th. All right, I'm gonna write that down. Thank you very much. All right, next is Public Buildings and Grounds and Community Affairs, Councilman Diemar.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no resolutions this evening, but I have the fire department report. Actually, it goes back to July and something recent. The fire company responded to 14 fire calls and 26 EMS calls in the borough for the month of July. I don't have newer from there. The Parkertown Fire Company did fire prevention at the Tuckerton School, and the day after they had an open house, and Your Honor, the mayor and the council member Mike Dupree gave out trophies to the winners of the fire prevention poster contest. The other thing is the fire department is still doing pre-plans for all the commercial buildings in town. I want to thank them very much.
I think that was a typo, I think that was for November, or November, or September, I'm
So
sorry.
this
Or
should
October.
actually been October.
I'll get it right one of these times. Yeah, it was October.
October, okay, so we are up to.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you.
that was very nice, the giving out the awards there. And, I was happy to give a lot out to the Tuckerton Elementary students.
Yeah, we had a lot of people show up from the borough.
And that building, that room was filled with people, yes. So that was very nicely done, and we appreciate that as well.
That's all I have.
Okay, all right, thank you, that was good. Next is Administration and Regulation, Councilman Dupree.
Your Honor, I have 3 items for this evening. The first being the approval of the minutes. Does any council member have any corrections or revisions or any omissions that they may have noticed? There being none, I move that we accept the minutes as written.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to accept the minutes as presented. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And the second item I had, Your Honor, is going to be assessing liens for property maintenance. I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, assessing lien upon dwellings or lands for property maintenance pursuant to Borough Ordinance 103-2 and permitted by New Jersey SA 48.14. So I move that we assess these liens.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on assessing as presented. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Abstain from Kelly Avenue and yes to Bass Road.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And finally, Your Honor, we have the construction office and code enforcement report for October. On-site inspections for 24, violation notices sent were 8, bulkhead inspections were up to 5, open violations are 6, violations cleared 2, open requests were 3, public work cleanup, we just spoke of, were 2, and calls from homeowners were 15. And that's the construction office report for October.
Okay.
And that's all I have.
All right, thank you very much. Moving on, Law and Public Safety, Councilman Peterson.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no resolutions to read tonight, but I have the monthly activity report for the police department for October 2024. Calls for service were 268, arrests were 6, motor vehicle stops were 176, motor vehicle summons were 83, motor vehicle accidents were 11, medical was 14. Suspicious person and vehicle checks were 21. And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. What'd you say? say?
I
30?
said suspicious person and vehicle check.
Okay.
Medical was
What about,
34.
what's your number?
Medical was 34.
34, right. But I heard something different. All right, thank you very much. Now it's my turn. And I get to make 2 appointments to the Land Use Board for Class 4 members. And the first is Richard Peer for a non-expired term to expire on 12/31/26. Should I read both at the same time? Okay, and the second one is Paul Soleimani, and he will be taking an unexpired term to expire 12/31/27. So I need,
I move that.
Second.
okay, I have a motion and a second, thank you, that we appoint these members to the Land Use Board. So roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. And then I have 2 things to bring to everyone's attention. First of all, right as you walk in where they have all of the weekly
Sandpaper.
sandpaper, thank you, underneath that is this from the county. And this is a 2024 fall program guide. And inside of it, I always read these, they're pretty interesting. There have the Affair of Cedar Bridge, which is reenacted every December. And this year it's going to be Sunday, December 1st, from 10 to 4 p.m. And that is at the Old Halfway Road in Barnegat. And I was taken on that long dirt road, bumpy dirt road, not too long ago. But I did see the building where this is all going to take place. It's something I've always wanted to do, and they normally have it at the end of the month, and I never get to it. So this is Sunday, December 1st. And they have some very interesting programs. There's a Caddis Island gingerbread house contest. So you can create your own gingerbread house with the out in nature theme. So it's very interesting. You might want to, pick it up and take a look at it. If not, you can take mine up there, but they are right in the front by the door when you go out. And the second thing I wanted to bring to your attention, and I know there are some around here, this is the newsletter from the Tuckerton Historical Society, our Tuckerton Historical Society. And they have wonderful programs. This is for October, November, and December. And if you go through it, it's, they spare no expense. It's all colored in here. And the thing on the last page was The Life and Times of Ebenezer Tucker by Kathleen Ortiz. And there's a whole story with pictures about Ebenezer Tucker. So pick one of these up if you see them laying around somewheres. They are interesting, and you can join this for a very nominal fee, and they have monthly programs. So that's what I have. So, Mr. Connors.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor, I have 2 items that were brought to my attention by the Borough Administrator regarding 2 contracts with the Borough for emergency service repairs, water and sewer. In 2024, we solicited bids. We awarded a contract to KRS Services and one to Mathis Construction. Part of the contract was that we could extend it by mutual agreement for 1 year in the event that the contractors agreed to maintain the current bid prices of 2024 and 2025. Both contractors advised the governing body that they were extending their bid prices, and so the municipality can award an extension of the contract. I would suggest we do it by resolution, and with indulgence of the council, I'll read 2 resolutions by title that would authorize the addendum to the contract. First will be a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton County, Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing the addendum to the contract with KRS Services for the 2024 emergency service and repairs.
Move that.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second, as read. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
The second item will be a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean State, New Jersey, authorizing addendum of contract with Mathis Construction Company, Inc. for 2024 emergency repairs for water and sewer.
Move that.
Second.
Okay, again, I have a motion and a second of Manhat, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Abstain.
I have nothing further, Mayor.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
I have, I think just one thing. I just have a letter of resignation from the Land Use Board for Lonnie Levance, effective immediately. And I just needed, a motion on.
Okay,
I make that motion.
Second.
all right, a motion and a second, accepting the resignation, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
And that is all I have this evening.
Okay, so now we're down to committee, commission, board reports. Would you like to go next?
Sure. Before I get into Pride and Celebration and Yule Christmas in Tuckerton, I wanted to mention that on December 4th, I'll be attending at Rutgers University the New Jersey Summit on Beneficial Use of Dredge Material for Restoration. I was invited to attend this seminar. As far as I can tell, I'm only one of two local government officials invited to attend it. Everybody else is pretty much DEP or has like a .edu address. So I immediately accepted and said I would love to come at my confirmation, but I'm hopeful that this could be some very, very good information that we can use, especially when it comes to Thompson's Creek and places like Kingfisher, where we're looking for ways to help with getting them dredged, the beneficial use of that dredge material.
Great.
For restoration projects, similar to the Popular Point that is going on now, would be great. So I will be there. It's an all-day event. I do get lunch, which is nice.
It's always nice, drive that far, get lunch.
But yeah, so that'll be interesting. I'm very excited to see what I can get that'll help benefit Tuckerton out of that. Next, I just wanted to give an update for Pride and Celebration on Yule Christmas in Tuckerton. It will be Saturday, December 7th. If you go on the borough website, under committees, you can go to the Pride and Celebration page, and I will have a lot more details on there as to where all the events are and what times they are happening, but I'll run through a couple of them just to get them out. From 2 to 4 on Saturday, the live nativity will be going on at the Methodist Church. 3 to 4 at the church. They'll also have the Oceanaires Men's Choir singing inside. From 3 to 6, Santa Claus will be at Littleborough Hall at 220 South Green Street. He will be on the Water Street side of that building so that we're away from Green Street and the traffic. Also from 3 to 6 at that same location is the carriage rides from Littleborough Hall to Tuckerton Elementary School and back. At 7 p.m., the topper is, we've communicated with Santa Claus, and he's going to be able to hang around to light the Christmas tree on the lake. So Saturday, December 7th, 7 p.m. will be the Christmas tree lighting on the lake. Santa Claus will be throwing the switch to light the tree. That day, we have other things going on. Pine Shores Art Studio is going to be hosting an open house from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Pinelands Theater Group is going to be dressed up as Dickens characters and walking around town in character all day. The Tuckerton Emporium is going to have extended hours, a gift basket giveaway. I wanted to check on your historical society thing there to see if they mentioned doing clam chowder.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah, you can look at it.
I'll put it on the website. I know typically they do the clam chowder at the Quaker Meeting House that day. I saw that they're doing it, but I didn't see the
They
times.
didn't say that, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
2 to 4.
not on the side.
Great.
Okay.
But anyway, I'll put it on, I'll have that once I get a definite on that. There'll be some vendors, craft vendors back behind Blonde South and Press Boutique, right down in the center of town. The Presbyterian Church in town is going to be having their Christmas bazaar and gourmet kitchen sale from 8:30 to 1:30. And then at 4 o'clock, the Sea Haven Singers are gonna be doing caroling at the Presbyterian Church. And I believe their plan is to walk from the Presbyterian Church to the Holy Episcopal Church, outside doing caroling during that time. 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Seaport Stitchers Guild will be doing their annual holiday quilt sale at the Huntington. So, a lot going on December 7th in town. We just need some nice weather. I know we haven't had rain in months now, so fingers crossed that the 7th is a dry day. I do know that there will be some snow down at Littleborough Hall for Santa Claus that day. But some nice weather. It should be a great time in Tuckerton. So, again, you can visit our Facebook page or our page on the borough website. We'll have more details as to the timing and locations of everything.
You're doing a fabulous job of
That's enough.
coordinating everything. It's gonna be a great day, absolutely. And what's the date again?
December 7th, Saturday this year. Normally Sunday, this year it's Saturday.
So there's a lot of different new things going on. Oops. All right, excellent. Is there anything else? Any other reports, committee reports, anything? Okay, we're ready to open public forum.
Move to open the public forum.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to open public forum. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, you will come up, if you have something to say, state your name and your address, and we have a 5-minute limit on speeches. So, does anyone have anything to bring before us tonight? Mr. Eggers?
Hi, Lee Eggert, 121 Wool Lane, Terrace, Tuckerton. First thing I want to mention is some sad news. I don't know if any of you knew Joe Letzi lived on Angler Road. He passed away recently, and I was starting to hear that. He did a lot for the borough on Pride Celebration. He and his daughters helped us out quite a bit, and I think it's a sad loss, but shame really. I wanted to ask, is that fire truck out to bid yet?
Yes.
Yes,
Ladder truck, where's it advertised?
on the borough website.
And it
Where
was,
else did you do
and
it?
it was in the, Asbury Park Press.
Okay, I did some computer searching. Where on the website is it?
Under public notices.
Okay. So in other words, when's the opening date for that?
26th.
Tuesday.
26th of November? Okay, well, if you're selling the truck, how come it's listed up as part of a bond being sold for $808,000? Why would we be financing a truck we're selling?
Are you going back to the bond that we sold a couple meetings back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
why are you bonding something long-term if you're gonna sell it?
Well, if we sell the truck, then we would pay off the bond.
That money's all gonna go to pay off the bond right
Oh,
away?
all of it.
Okay, that's good. Then one thing I wanted to mention too is that when I was looking for that on the computer, I came up with some things. It said that there's a report published October 3rd, 24, that the Tuckerton's bond rating went down 2 points. It says our rating on Tuckerton reflects a audited trend of declining reserves over the past few fiscal years, including fiscal 2022, as the available fund balance declined to a severely low $40,000. And then there's this standard report, said lowered long-term rating, downgrade reflects our view of risks associated with the borough's risk management, culture, and oversight as reflected in a history of mixed operations resulting in reserves falling to levels we consider vulnerably low. And then it says, we now view as vulnerable due to revenue expenditure assumptions that, in our view, are optimistic and do not account for expenditure pressures, in addition to informal oversight by the governing body regarding monitoring of budgetary performance throughout the year. Also, the borough does not maintain formal reserve, investment, or debt policies, nor does it produce any form of long-range planning for its budget or capital needs. The lower rating also reflects the recent dip and Tuckerton's available fund balance would drop below whatever. So what's gonna be done to correct that?
I don't know what your
It's not
letter is
a
that you're
computer.
referencing. I do know that we were at
It's
risk of it.
Standard Poor,
So
the radio
I-
service.
I do know that we are at risk of it because we did not raise our water sewer rates during the COVID years, which is why we had the larger hike last year, so that we wouldn't. But as far as what you're reading there, I don't know it. If you wanna send it over, I'd be happy to sit with
So
our
just look up on the
CFO.
computer, Tuckerton's bond ratings.
Okay.
It's easy to search on Google. Also want to ask, a couple of meetings ago, somebody mentioned about the deal with Jenny, and I think the attorney said there's gonna be an investigation. Is that still progressing?
We had no comment with regard to that.
Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to be take long. All I have to do is read the
Because
borough
of-
minutes. One
because
year
of the
we
relate-
hired somebody
because of
who
the
didn't need it, and a
related-
few years later, did away with the position, but didn't need it, so. Okay, and then the other thing, huh?
As a result of related litigation, I'm advising governing body. not-
Okay. And the last thing I wanted to mention too is there was a EMS call on Railroad Avenue next door to Dale's house a few weeks ago. One of the EMTs went down and went unconscious. And he went over to help, and he was kind of surprised because the police officer was Sergeant Cahill and the fire chief from Parkertown. Neither one of them brought in their medical bags with their oxygen. So I would ask, we didn't put on our list of things fire company wanted back, but if the fire company's not gonna use the medical bags and the oxygen we bought for them, please return that stuff too, okay? Thank you very much.
Okay. Anyone else? Mr. Selma?
Paul Solomani, 20 Edgewater Drive, Tucker, New Jersey. I wasn't really planning on saying anything tonight, but I want to thank Brian Martin and Mike Dupree for coming to our meeting and talking to our members of our homeowners association. That really saved me a lot of grief and it energized them. Well, I'm getting all kinds of compliments on the sign and what we're doing and all that. On December 8th, if any of you want to attend, I gotta look up on my calendar here. We're having a party at the Grapevine from 1 to 4. It's $22 a plate, open, cash bar. The Paradise Cove and Uplanders Association is taking care of the tip and the taxes. Like I said, if any of you want to attend, you're welcome to come. Send me an email or whatever, let me know so we can tell the Grapevine. Have a good night, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the invitation, I appreciate it. Anyone else this evening? Mr. McAndrew? It's a long walk.
It's Jim again, the code enforcement officer of the Borough of Tuckerton, that's why I'm here tonight in that role. Number one, there was a complaint issued or sent to me last week about a device on an electric pole down on South Green Street. The person that complained that I wasn't doing my job, et cetera. When I explained to him, I don't take things off of electric poles, especially when I don't know what they are. I did an investigation and found out that the device there, from the complainant, said it was a GoPro camera, which is observing everything going on down there. I went down, I took a picture, and then the direction that this device was pointed was at one particular house, the bottom steps, where it would be, they could watch wherever that was going on at that house. It's a summer house, from wherever else they lived. It turns out that the device was not a GoPro, it was a light, a motion light. And the reason it was there is not this house at 703, but the house at 705 had something out for sale over the summer, and they kept a light on it if somebody came up there in the dark. It's down, it's done, and it's over with. Number two, this goes back towards the summer also. It's a newly proposed bird feeding restriction law. Urgent attention and action needed. New Jersey has proposed a new law, a Sea Link Blue Bill A 360, making it illegal to put bird feeders up from April 1st to November 30th unless your bird feeders are suspended 10 feet in the air, brought in every night, and the area below the feeders are kept clean. If you want to keep feeding the birds in your private backyard, when and what you want to do without these restrictions, please let your local representatives and Governor Murphy know. So if you want to complain, call the governor's office. That's what the proposal was proposed to be voted on October 28th, 2024. It's been suspended, but it can be, as they state here, could be rescheduled with little or no notice. So
It's also been noticed that that is in mostly areas with bear population, and they're trying to limit.
it has nothing to say about that. I'm just reading it as I got it.
I understand that, but I've seen it in the news, and it has been noticed that it's mostly bear populated areas because of.
I agree with the 15 feet, but it also, it's a state law and it affects everyone. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else this evening? Good evening, Kayla.
All right. Caitlin Ullman, 239 South Green Street. I got a few things. First, I just want to remind everybody that we're in a stage 3 fire ban. Let's be careful with that because of the drought. Dangerous. I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Cross and the volunteers for taking care of the community garden. And there is one last cleanup this Wednesday at 3:30 p.m., lasting until dark. We're going to be cleaning the garden and spreading the compost that we received. Please bring gloves and a shovel. I also spoke to Penny from the food pantry in town. They have quite a few things that are new for the holidays coming up. So I have a little bit of a list. Kids cereal, kids snacks, juice boxes, soup, preferably chicken noodle, tea bags, bottled water, other beverages, canned pasta, shampoo, soap, toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, shaving cream, razors, feminine products, and in short. They also prepare snack bags for the kids in school who need it for snack time. So I just would like to remind everybody to please donate if you're able to. And the food pantry is open Mondays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Can we have a copy of that list of needs that they have?
Oh, yeah.
Just so we can put it on the website.
That's what I was
Yeah, of course. And one last thing, we had an environmental commission meeting this month, exciting. We would like to announce that we will be forming a green team to complete a sustainable Jersey action item called the Municipal Water Story. The goal is to better understand issues related to water quality, supply, and access. I hope by completing these actions, we are able to bring more awareness on the issues we face, such as flooding and erosion. At the end of this project, we will be able to present it and share it to the community. And if anybody is interested, please reach out to me to join. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Caitlin, does environmental have any plans for, an adopt a highway cleanup in the future?
Yes.
Like near future?
April. I will
Okay,
email you,
April.
yes, I
All
will
right.
email you the exact dates, because I want to make it a certain weekend every 3 months, that way we can all be prepared.
On a
and
schedule?
ready.
Awesome, I like it, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Anyone else have anything to say this evening?
Move to close the public forum.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to close public forum. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, public forum is now closed.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, and now the first and second to adjourn. Roll call vote, please. No, I just say adjourn. I'm out of practice.
You're rusty.
Maybe we could just mail your check out. It was approved.
It's going.